I don't want to put sounds into your ears, so just do me a favour, press the like button, or smash the like button, if you hear what I can hear. It is Trump's rally. He's having another one of his cognitive displays on stage, and I can hear boos, I can hear jeers, but again, if you hear any boos or hear any jeers, press the like button.
China!
Thank you.
They're occupying it. We lost soldiers. We left what's called now, we left American hostages. The fake news, they say, did you ever realize that he gets the name Barack Obama confused with Biden? You know, they're trying to say he's cognitively impaired. And when I use it, because I figure Barack Hussein Obama is probably running things based on some of the people I see. So when I say Barack Hussein Obama is running things, they say, oh, when I imitate him walking into a wall because he can't find the stairs, they showed me China. They're occupying it. We lost soldiers. We left what's called now, we left American hostages. The fake news, they say, did you ever realize that he gets the name Barack Obama confused with Biden? You know, they're trying to say he's cognitively impaired. And when I use it, because I figure Barack Hussein Obama is probably running things based on some of the people I see. So when I say Barack Hussein Obama is running things, they say, oh, when I imitate him walking into a wall because he can't find the stairs, they showed me. Before we begin, I'd like to take time to congratulate Ron DeSantis and, of course, a really terrific person who I've gotten to know, his wife Casey, for having run a great campaign for president. He did. He ran a really good campaign, I will tell you. It's not easy. They think it's easy doing this stuff, right? It's not easy. But as you know, he left the campaign trail today at 3 p.m., and in so doing, he was very gracious, and he endorsed me, so I appreciate it. I appreciate that, and I also look forward to working with Ron and everybody else to defeat crooked Joe Biden. We will have to get him out. We have to get him out. He's put our country at great peril, So I just want to thank Ron and congratulate him on doing a very good job. It's a tough situation. No, you don't have to be a total genius. Remain in Mexico until you've edited and everything. I have to be very careful when I say Obama's name because, you know, the fake news, they say, did you ever realize that he gets the name Barack Obama confused with Biden? You know, they're trying to say he's cognitively impaired. Biden and his thugs are desperate to stop us because they know that we are the only ones that can stop them. We're the only ones. There's nobody else. The greatest movement of all time, okay? It's true. But it's a little bit like the police. So you have a rogue cop. You know what a rogue cop is? Very seldom, but you have bad people. You have people, no matter where, no matter what. In the church, you have some people that aren't so good, right? But you have people, a rogue cop or a bad apple, whatever. And what they do is they make it so that you catch, so that it can't happen. And therefore, everyone else is allowed to commit crimes, murders, like at levels that we've never seen before. No, we're going to have to do this. Immunity for the president. If you have a president that doesn't have immunity, he's never going to be free to do anything because the opposing party will always indict him as soon as he leaves the White House. And you can't let that happen. You can't. You take away all of the power of the presidency, it'll be a different country. So hopefully, and we won. With your support, we will soon be taking the oath of office on the steps of the United States Capitol, and we're going to have a whole We're going to have a whole different country. As soon as I lift my hand from the Bible as your 47th president, I will seal the border, shut down the invasion of millions and millions of people coming into our country, and we will start an energy revolution. We have more than anybody else. Did you see that, the three people? How good did Elise Stefanik do?
Who is going through a rocky news cycle somewhat heading into this New Hampshire primary. He had that notable gaffe Friday night when he was confusing Nikki Haley with Nancy Pelosi. Ooh. And then earlier today at this rally, he was saying that he's just fine. He's not cognitively impaired.
Did you see that, the three people? How good did Elise Stefanik do? If Biden or Obama, Democrat, appoint a judge, they go out of their way to hurt you. If a Republican appoints a judge like me, I appoint a judge, they go out of their way to show they're not biased and that they can't be bought, they can't be this, they can't be. You appoint somebody and they go out of their way to rule against you because they want to show that they are not in any way influenced by the fact that you appointed them. And you really do have two standards. It's an incredible difference. And hopefully the Republican justices that we have and judges that we have will make correct decisions. And what I want is just fair and correct decisions. And the president has to have immunity. If they don't have immunity, you're not going to have a presidency much. You're not going to have much of a country, frankly. It'll be a terrible thing. It'll be a disaster.
I do think among progressives and younger voters right now, they're making one of those best being the enemy of the good arguments into a political liability for the president. And I do think that will start to clarify as we move closer to the election, and their objections to Joe Biden will seem more like a political luxury as Trump solidifies his base in the party and as Trump solidifies his position vis-a-vis Biden. I do think there are some things that will help a little bit or maybe a lot with African Americans and with Latino voters as we go forward. There is a lag, generally speaking, in the economy, as my colleague Joe Trippi always talks about. It takes 3 to 7 months for the economy, good news in the economy, to sort of percolate up. I also think that, Steve Bannon has heavily inflected Trump's belief system of, I have no enemies to my right. And so there are a lot of people that will be feeling very confident about bringing back that sort of white replacement theory, that alt-right message that surround Trump. And even if he's not the only one doing it, even though he does the vermin talk and things like that, I think you're going to see a very cautionary feel around some of those groups as we go forward into the real heart of the fight. They are either anti-Trump or soft Trump, or can be persuaded to at least not pull the ticket for either direction. Those people tend to be more suburban, more affluent, more educated. They tend to have children, and they don't like the chaos of Trump. They don't like the vulgarity of Trump. They don't like the conspiracy theories. They don't like the violence. They don't like the evangelical aura around Trump now, where he's been made into kind of a god by the MAGA hardcore base. And those people are also driven by Dobbs to a very great degree, because there's always been a sort of undercurrent, especially among female Republicans, that is not as rigidly pro-life as the Dobbs decision and all the things they've seen from Republican state legislatures since then.